Hello, everyone. My name is Christian Cottle, and I'm excited to share some insights on how we can leverage English learners' assets and build strong connections between home and school. Today, I'll be addressing three main areas: culturally responsive teaching, supporting the needs of English learners, ELs, in the classroom, and home and school connection. Let's dive into these important topics. Let's talk about culturally responsive teaching. Cultural influences on teaching and learning. To begin, cultural influence play a significant role in shaping how students approach learning. Each students come with a unique backgrounds, experiences, and worldviews that affect their engagement, motivation, and overall learning process. Culturally responsive teaching, CRT, acknowledges these influences and sees them as assets rather than obstacles in the educational journey. Cultural competence refers to the ability to understand, communicate with, and effectively interact with people across different cultures. For educators, cultural competence is crucial when teaching ELs because it informs instruction, assessment, and classroom management. By understanding the cultural context of our students, we can tailor our instruction to honor their identities and enhance their learning experiences. Integrating student cultural values and beliefs involves utilizing examples, content, and activities that resonate with their background. For instance, incorporating folk tales, historical context, and cultural practices into lesson plans can help bridge the gap between student home and school experiences. Culture Culture significantly influences student learning by shaping cognitive styles, communicating patterns, and relationship building. An inclusive environment fosters language acquisition by allowing students to see their cultures reflected in the classroom, thus promoting confidence and engagement in learning. To create an inclusive environment, educators can: 1. Display cultural artifacts. Use posters, books, and other resources representing various cultures. They can also encourage collaborative learning. Use culturally relevant group activities that foster interaction among students. They can implement structured routines, develop classroom procedures that recognize and accommodate cultural practices such as family involvement in school activities. Some strategies for supporting and celebrating cultural diversity within instruction include culturally relevant pedagogy, develop lesson plans that reflect diverse perspectives, student led sharing, allow students to share their cultural stories, enhancing peer understanding. And 3, leverage home language. Use students' home language as a bridge to learning English, providing bilingual resources whenever possible. Let's talk about supporting the needs of ELs in the classroom. To respond to the diverse strengths and needs of ELs, educators should implement differentiated instructions, tailoring methods and resources according to students' proficiency levels and learning styles. Scaffolding, breaking down content into manageable parts and providing support such as visual aids and bilingual materials. And 3, inclusive practices for students with special needs, understanding individual IEP goals and adapting instructional strategies accordingly. It is vital to meet the social and emotional needs of EL students by building a supportive classroom environment that values their identities. Teachers can form positive mentor relationships. They can also implement social emotional learning programs to help students process their experiences. They can provide opportunities for peer interactions to foster a sense of belonging. Understanding the social, emotional, and cultural needs of students is essential in establishing effective classroom routines and procedures. Routines that respect cultural norms and acknowledge students' emotional experiences can lead to increased engagement and reduced anxiety. Family and community practices or funds of knowledge significantly influence language learning. Teachers can utilize students' home experience, cultural tradition, and knowledge to enrich classroom discussions and learning experiences. To foster strong family and community partnership, educators can host family nights, organize events that invite families to showcase their cultural heritage and share their experiences. They can also conduct home visits. They can build relationships outside the classroom by visiting students' homes to understand their environments. And they can send home bilingual communication, which ensures all family receives information in their preferred language using translation services. Effective family engagement should emphasize the assets that home language provide. Actions include providing resources, share strategies with families on how to support literacy at home. Regular check-ins, maintain ongoing communication with families about their child's progress. And workshops, offer interactive sessions that educate families on how to navigate the educational system. Community partnership can be enhanced through inclusive practices such as collaborating with local cultural organizations to support EL families, inviting community leaders to participate in school events, using social media platforms to share multilingual resources and updates with families. Thank you all for taking the time to learn about the importance of leveraging English learners' assets and building home school connections. By being culturally responsible and fostering strong partnership with families, we can create a learning environment that not only supports ELs but celebrates their diverse backgrounds. Thank you once again for your commitment to supporting our English learners. Let's work together to make our classrooms inclusive and an empowering space for all students.